Macaroni mark and recapture. So today we're going to be looking at two mark and recapture methods, the Peterson method and the Schnabel method, to perform population estimates of a pond. So it's sample, mark, recapture, and count all the fish in this pond. So you're going to need a few pieces of equipment. You're going to need a pound of macaroni or rice or something small, a bowl to act like the lake, a calculator, a permanent marker or a Sharpie, a small cup or ramekin to act as a fishing net, and make sure that you have your instructions handy, either printed out or on the computer. So the first thing you're going to do here is take your ramekin or your fishing net, capture a bunch of the noodles, and pour them out onto the table. You're next going to either count them or mark all of them. We see Matt here, he chose to mark them all before he counted them. We're going to have him go through every single macaroni, and after that he will count them. And once he's counted all these, he's going to make sure to write it down on the second page of his packet. This is how many were marked. We clearly had 0 recaptures because it was our first one. So he's going to go to line 4 here, and how many he marked was 110. He's going to take these fish or macaroni, whatever you'd like to call them, and place them back into the lake to be distributed within the population. So he's going to dump them in there, and he's going to mix the bowl around for 10 seconds, ensuring that the fish that are marked make it back into their population. So once he's mixed that for 10 seconds, he's going to take his ramekin or his fishing net and capture some fish. He's going to pour them out on the table, and he's going to separate them out between marked macaroni and unmarked macaroni. So make sure you make a nice mark on them so you can see it when it's on a table. You know which ones you have marked or have not marked. And then he's going to count the ones that were marked. He's going to write that down on line number 8 under R for recapture, because these are ones that we have captured before. And then he's going to count the ones that aren't marked. Add those up. Line 8 again for C. You're going to do 105. So next we're going to do the Peterson method formula, N equals MC divided by R. So you're going to take 110, which comes from step 4. That was the number of macaroni you originally marked in the first sample. Then you're going to multiply that by 105, which is the sample size taken at the time of recapture. And then divide that by 8, which is the number of recaps you got in that sampling event. So you're going to get 1443.8. So then when that's done, you're going to return all the marked macaroni into the lake, and you're going to make them swim or mix them around for another 10 seconds. So now we're working on taking our third sample. We're going to use our cup or our fishing net one more time, put our macaroni on the table, and separate out marked and unmarked fish. Make sure that you have your directions handy because you're going to need them for this next part. Make sure you count all the unmarked and the marked. So in this spot we had 16 marked. We had 109 unmarked, with a total of 125 fish in total. So now you're going to do your total marked prior. You're going to take the 110 plus the 105, which gives you 215. The 105 comes from the unmarked. So then this last part, you're going to take C, which is total, times M, and you're going to get 2687.5. You're going to do this a few more times. You're going to put the fish that you just worked with, after you mark them all, back into the lake and continue on from there. Again, mixing for 10 seconds, and you're going to do this about 10 times. You've already completed 2 from the first part of this packet, and you're just going to keep going on that. Take that ramekin, do another scoopful, and each time you're going to keep getting an increased number of marked fish and a decreasing probably number in your unmarked fish. So once we have completed all of the trials, we're going to do the 118 times 678, which gives us 80,004. So the next thing that we're going to have to do is the total R, so which is your total marked. Goes in that number right on the bottom there, and the number that we get is 292. We're also going to do the same for the total MC. So you're going to add those all up. And you're going to get 389,102. So now you're going to multiply M times C. That's what we did on the top there. You're going to bring those numbers down. Bring that R number down for step 4. And now use the formula to estimate population size. And the formula is right on the top. As you can see here, the sum of MC values divided by the sum of R values. So not too difficult. We'll take the 389,102 divided by our R, which is 292, to give us a number of 1332.5. So for the next spot, you're going to count all the fish in the pond. You're going to make everyone count them. We had 1,446. We're also going to do our error like we did on the first page. You're going to take your approximate value, which is the 1,332.5, minus your exact value, which you got from counting all the macaroni. You're going to divide that by your exact value. And then you're going to multiply that by 100 to get your percent. So here we had a 7.8% error, which really isn't too bad. So when you're done, make sure you get to do the discussion areas. I think they're both number 9 in your packet. Everything's pretty straightforward. As long as you follow along with us, you should be able to do it. Make sure you read the directions. They're laid out really well for you. Goes in order, gives you a lot of the formulas, really easy to work with. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to email Mark, Matt, Zach, or I.